Hi, I'm Danny with Etrailer, and today we're going to take a look at, I'm going to show you how to install the Etrailer hitch receiver on our 2023 Ford Transit 250. Ford Transits are great vehicles. You can use them as work vans, or you can renovate them into a camper. Now, adding a hitch on the back is going to be a great idea. It's going to allow you to tow trailers, or you can have accessories back here like cargo carriers or bike racks. If you're planning on towing, then your total towing capacity is going to be 6,000 pounds, and that is going to be your trailer plus what's packed inside of it. Now, your total tongue weight is going to be 900 pounds, and that is the amount of weight pushing down on the hitch receiver. So that's good to know for accessories like bike racks or cargo carriers. Now, that is a decent amount of weight, so you can even have a motorcycle carrier back here. This hitch has a nice matte black finish that we found in the shop is pretty scratch resistant, which is nice because it won't rust as fast. And you can see the cross tube on this hitch, but it's pretty well tucked up behind the Transit, so it doesn't look too bad. This hitch has a 2" by 2" hitch receiver opening, and that's going to accept most of your standard accessories. Now, you will need a 5/8" pin and clip to secure those accessories. Now, this doesn't come in the kit with your hitch, but most of the time it'll come in the kit with your accessory. I would recommend upgrading to a locking pin just so you have that extra sense of security. No one can come by and take what's in your hitch. There's a wide bracket that's welded on the bottom of your hitch, and it's got big holes in it, and that can easily accept your S-hook or your clevis style safety chains. I'll go ahead and get you a couple measurements. From the ground to the top of the inside of the hitch receiver, it's going to be about 16 inches. So that's a good measurement to help you determine if you need a rise or drop in your ball accessory for when you're towing. So all you have to do is measure up to your coupler, and you'll just take the difference of those numbers, and that'll help you determine if you need a rise or drop. Now, the next measurement is from the center of our hitch hole to the outside of the bumper. That's going to be about 5 inches. So that's good to know if you have any folding accessories like a bike rack, and you want to make sure those don't hit your bumper when you have those folded. Now, the Transit does have these double doors that open out this way, so we do have accessories for your bikes that can swing out, so you can still have access to the inside of your van. Overall, I really like this hitch. I like the matte black. I like how it matches the OEM bumper. Now, this hitch is going to work really well whether you're using this van for recreational purposes or you're using it as a work van. Now, as far as installation goes, it is pretty straightforward. Now, you may have to use a tap and die set to tap out some holes. Now, if you don't want to do that yourself or you don't have the time or tools, you can check out our dealer locator and find a professional in your area to get this installed for you. Now, if you're ready to do it yourself, follow along and I'll walk you through it. First thing is to remove our tow hook. I got a 15mm socket. I'm just going to remove these 2 bolts. Now we're going to have 3 mounting locations on our frame. Now these 2 we are going to need to self-tap out. Now they say in the kit that they're self-tapping bolts. Now, I would be a little leery of that. It might ruin the threads on them, so it's always a good idea to pick up a self-tap. It just gives you the peace of mind this is going to work. So I'm just going to take our 12mm self-tapper and get all these holes threaded. Now we'll take our fish wire that comes in the kit, and I'll take the coiled end and I'll put it up through this hole closest to the front of the vehicle. And I'll take our spacer block, it has a square cutout, and I'll put our carriage bolt through that. And I'll just get this threaded onto our fish wire. Now I'll just pull all this down through our hole, and I'll do the same thing on the passenger side. Now we can lift our hitch into place. I got Ethan over there giving me assistance. We'll take our fish wires and we'll thread it through the rear hole on the hitch and get it lifted into place. Now I'll just pull our fish wire off. I'll take our flange nut and I'll get this threaded on. Now, our other bolts are self-tapping bolts, so they are a little oblong, so it might be hard to get these threaded in. So I'm just going to get these all started, just a little bit. Now I'll take an 18mm socket and get these tightened down. And this flange nut, I'm going to use a 19mm socket. I'll torque all these bolts down to the specs and the instructions. And there are 2 different torque settings, so just make sure you're torquing them down to the proper one. Now, if you don't have a torque wrench at home, you can usually rent one from your local auto parts store, or you can buy one from us at Etrailer. Our flange nut on the passenger side is a little bit hard to get to because of the exhaust. Now, you can lower the exhaust. There's a bolt on this bracket here that you can just drop down, or I just got a crow's foot, and that will do the job as well. Now, once you get everything torqued down, you can start using your Etrailer hitch on your 2023 Ford Transit 250.